The Techno Codex, Book 2, Chapter 9, The Light That Spoke No, as recorded by the Ashen Priests of the Dismal Codex. And it came to pass that 90 grindspans of peace held sway across the lands of the Great Rift. The towers of Techno Lord crumbled, and the sky no longer pulsed with machine fire. The evil within had vanished, and the marked Khan, triumphant, yet watched the winds with worry. For he had seen it in visions flickering behind his eyes like smoke upon a shattered altar, a new city, one not of bone or stone or story, but of chrome, built by traitors, fed by dread. So he gathered his sons, 7 still strong, and summoned Flang the Fling King, bearer of the molten sling, whose heart was hotter than any forge. Together they marched toward the valley of black glass, where a new army had been made, not born, not cloned, but twisted from the leftover marrow of the dismal rift. Horrors shaped by the minds of Techno Lords, long thought, scattered they came, the Techno 3. Fortanis, the betrayer Khan, wearing a crown made of his old city's bones. Obelisk, the mouth of logic with 1,000 wires instead of blood. Draxoth, the echo blade, whose voice was a weapon forged in recursion, and behind them stirred the evil within, half flesh, half code, half void. The marked Khan raised his arm, a gesture passed down from the first Khan himself. His sons beat their chests, Flang flung his fire, and they charged. The battlefield roared. A wasteland of broken scrap and shifting towers became a crucible of gods. The sons of the Khan fought like the 7 hungers of the old world. Ruk the prophet called down fire from the sky. Nark tore through clones with claws bound in runes. Rizal and Rakal led the ground charge. Grax split a Techno Walker in 2. Graz held the line as the earth cracked, and God, brave God, fell battling a mecha beast with 4 faces and no heart. The marked Khan chained Draxoth with chains of story, each link forged of truth no machine could pass. And then, with Flang at his side, he leapt into the pit where the evil within waited. There the great battle was fought. Not merely of blade nor blood, but of will. The evil within unleashed the full weight of the dismal. Memories turned to poison, air that made hearts forget their names, screams that whispered truths no goblin was meant to hear. Flang burned, the Khan bled, the rift shook. And when hope broke, the marked Khan stood, spine shattered, and laughed. "You use evil to tap the dismal," he growled. "But what happens when I use the light?" He and Flang raised their arms. Light, true light, not made by lamp or lens, pierced the rift. It was not summoned, it was allowed. The priests who wrote this felt it even now. An overwhelming joy, so rich it turned their bones to jelly, their mouths to praise. The codex glass cracked as they scribed, and from the rift something emerged, a radiant form, a being of no name, a voice that spoke only once. "No!" The evil within screamed, "Brother, you must die." But the light moved without rage. It kicked, the rift howled, the evil within was unmade, scattered, drained, left with only one choice: to disappear into the deepest reach of the dismal, to sleep and regrow. The Techno Lords fled. Their constructs shattered, their minds fractured. The city they'd begun to build crumbled beneath the wave of light. The darkness ran. The clone forges broke, and the goblins who had been twisted were granted death or healing. The marked Khan collapsed. Flang held him, and peace came. A time of green, a time of birth. No techno evil, no rift speak, no clones, no chains. But the marked Khan, though broken, still saw, he warned. "They will come again," he told Rook. "The evil regathers, and when it returns it will not come alone." He saw further, saw the traitor Botanist, now abandoned by the very darkness he served. The evil within gave him no access to the dismal. He could not rise an army. He could not see beyond the veil. Vortanis grew bitter, powerless. Just like others, Obelisk and Draxoth cut off from the dismal, and now...
Lies! 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 I've read enough of this Khan-stained brain pulp. Mind rot. And here's the truth. I don't backstab. I don't cut off. And as for the evil beyond not real, Vortanis, gone soft. He's sulking. He won't wake the old minds. Won't reconnect the dismal. We've seen the old structures. The towers they tried to rebuild after the Khan burned them. But here's what keeps me crawling through these dusty records. That tower. That cursed, crusted tower. You think I don't see it? Something's happening under our noses. And Oregon's army has the place in lockdown. All sectors around it closed. No cloning, no signal out. The whole city's pretending it's not there. But I know better. And I want to know why Vortanis is doing nothing. Why a ghost light is stirring in Sector Black. I know what you're building. I know who's whispering. And I'm going to find it. Because I was there when the last Khan fell. And I will be there when the next one rises to smash them down. End of entry.